I can't tell you how many times I've heard you sing, and it's still absolutely amazing. I got you some water in case your vocals need a little moisture. It's good water. It's from down the hall. I promise I flushed before I scooped. So, anyway, thanks for singing for us tonight. Do you mind if I just ask you a couple of questions? You know, typical interview style stuff. First of all, welcome back. We've missed you. At least I've missed you. I know a lot of our teens have missed you as well. Tell me at least you've missed us a little.
I have.
Fantastic. That's good news. Now, I also happen to know that you are a Twilight fan. And I can only imagine how Art Hates on Twilight makes you feel tonight. Can you give us a little insight on how you feel about that tonight?
Well, personally, I understand that the books are geared towards girls, so I can understand that Art hates on Twilight. But don't judge until you read all the books and see all the movies.
Very good. Was there something in there that he missed that maybe that guys would like about Twilight, or is it just the girl thing?
Well, personally, like, I had a guy friend in high school that he would not read Twilight, and like, I bet him that he would love it if he read it because like there's action parts in it, and he liked it a lot because of the werewolf and vampire action that they go head to head.
So did he already watch like Buffy, Vampire Slayer, and all that stuff? Because I got to tell you, why would I can't? I'm trying to figure out, like, you know, I know a lot of people are crazy about it, but why would I like it?
Because of action.
Because of action? I got die-hard action for that stuff. I don't
It's
need.
a movie you can watch with your wife and enjoy.
I think I'll have to think about that one. Also, I know that you attend MNU, because that's why we miss you, because you're gone off at MNU. So how do you like it so far?
I like it a lot. You get to meet a lot of people, and it's definitely a change from being in Nebraska for 18 years to going to Olathe, Kansas, 3 hours away, kind of out of your environment for a while. But you get used to it, and there's a lot of cool people.
Does it feel different than Nebraska? Or is it just kind of, you know, Midwest still?
It's still Midwest, but there's not much of a difference because I live on campus and I have a car, so everything's just kind of the same.
You got any farmers like J-Roll in your classes?
Yeah, actually I do.
Yeah? So farmers can go to school too, huh? That's cool. It's good to know. It's good to know. What is your favorite thing about either, you know, MNU or about college life as a whole?
Meeting different people and the experiences. Just like everything it has to offer. Because high school, you're kind of put into a group for 4 years, and it's kind of hard to break that mold. But in college, you get a free chance to start over, and you aren't in like one building all day, so you like get the freedom of walking outside and having conversations with people. And the fact that it's a Nazarene Christian college, you feel God's presence everywhere. And your professors can pray for you and have conversations with you, and you don't have to worry about, oh, like, are they allowed to talk about that?
That's cool. So there's a strong Christian presence at MNU.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've heard things like, you know, there's still partying going on and stuff like that. So is there some of that stuff going on at the Christian college as well?
I know that people like to go clubbing and they go out on the town, but for the most part, on campus, there's not a whole, like we had Michael Jackson dance tribute party. Dancing's like a no-no on campus, but...
So you have to go looking for trouble. It doesn't just find you on campus and all that stuff. So if I send Josh to MNU, he's not going to become like this crazy Asian partier. No? All right. Now, since I've known you, you've always been a growing, strong Christian, always trying to do what's best and do those things. Can you tell me how you became a Christian in the first place?
Well, there's two little stories. I remember riding in the car one day, asked my mom how to accept Christ. It was probably like 6 or 7. And she said, you just pray and ask him to come into your heart, and then he'll start to change you. And it wasn't very serious, it was just curiosity. But my first year at children's camp at Lexington, every night they'd have altar calls. And first year there, I went to altar call. I think that's how a lot of people I know that like went to Nazarene children's camp kind of accepted Christ. But for me, that was like memorable, like going up to the altar and having my friends pray around me. My mom was there, my sister was there, so.
Well, that's cool. How has God changed your life since that moment to today? Like, what have you seen God do in your life that makes things possible?
Obviously, everything doesn't go the way I want it to, but what doesn't go my way only makes me stronger, and I know that God's always looking out for me. Through like all growing up, like there's been certain things in my life that like I can't control, and I've been able to turn to God and be like, why is this going the way I want it to? How's this going to turn out? And sometimes it doesn't turn out the way I want it to, but in the end I know that He's still watching over me and He still has a plan for me.
Absolutely. So with all that in mind, why is it even important to share our faith, or why should your friends know this Jesus that you know?
Ultimately, just being able to see them in heaven. I know that there are people that they say they're Christian, but really they don't live a Christian life, and it's hard for them to reach out to their friends and tell them about Jesus. And I'm not saying that I'm the perfect one at either too. It's hard, but sometimes God lays on your heart people that He really wants you to reach out to, and it's a roller coaster. And it can sometimes be a train wreck on your friendship and wanting it to go your own way. But in the end, having them not in heaven, like, you can't really do anything after that. It's, one chance. And if they're not there, you're going to know. You're not going to see their face on the other side. So.
Absolutely. Now, at MNU, have you declared a major already? Or are you going for the MRS degree?
No, I have my MRS.
I'm just kidding.
I'm going for business administration, and then hopefully taking classes at JUCO, which is like Metro here, to get my culinary degree.
Are you taking Metro here, or are you going to do JUCO down in Kansas City, in Olathe?
If I get a card, then JUCO. If not, then Metro.
So you're going to stay away. Now, are you planning on coming back to Nebraska when you're all done, or are you just going to jump ship?
I guess it really depends on what happens in 4 years at MNU.
That's true. And if you double major in business administration and MRS kind of thing, yeah.
I don't see the MRS happening.
Hey, well, that's great. Stay focused on school. Let God work out the rest of the details, and that's great. Well, as long as I've known you, you've been an awesome, strong, growing Christian, and I want you to know that I know personally that God has some amazing things for you and for the world that you will touch. And I can't wait to see how all that plays out. And I just want to thank you for coming down all the way to Papillion, Nebraska to hang out with us at Wednesday Night Live. And thanks for coming. And thanks to all our guests. Give it up for all of our guests tonight at Wednesday Night Live. Don't forget also that if you want to submit some Jesus is Like This, box will be in the back. Don't forget to pick up your Max forms. And most of all, pray for your friends, pursue your friends, and persuade your friends to know the same Jesus that is in my heart. Daryl Blankenship, Wednesday Night Live. Give it up.